Hey.
Don't worry about it. He's not there. It's just that.
You know, as a high school athlete, that was my ceiling, and so when I got to college, I went into the student newspaper and started writing about and editing sports. For 20 years, was a sports writer covering high school sports, college sports, pro sports. About 2012, the love of sports had been completely evaporated, had been completely drained. So my prayer began very simply as, you know, God, you made me to love sports. How do I love it again? My news feed had become my Twitter account, and so it just plopped in there with a job opening that 9 times out of 10 I wouldn't have opened. Saw that it was with Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I sent it home to my wife, and she said, if you don't apply for this, I will for you. And so just started walking through the process of getting to know folks within FCA, getting to know what FCA was, so that on January 1 I could come on staff full-time. Every single step that I've taken, it's tryout training, it's fundamental training, it's new staff training, that all has the word training in it, which again sounds very cold, and especially in the corporate world, but is so rich in heart-level stuff, in being concerned about the posture of my heart. It felt like if I was empty, I was being poured into on a soul level. We have teenage kids, so we're a little bit farther along than some families in terms of this transition. They came here to camp. They were able to see what other staff families look like and to then really be able to say, oh, like, okay, now we're starting to get it too. I'm not gonna lie, like I had dreams in my previous career and almost every single one was met, and then some. I never would have imagined in a million years that I would have been sitting in the press box at a Super Bowl twice. What's your passion? Like what burns inside of you? How do you wanna see that play out? It's like getting on a zip line, right? You grab it and your heart's beating out of your chest. And God's prompting you. You gotta step off. He's gonna hold you, right? He's the zip line, and it's gonna be a ride, and it has been for me, a ride that I could have never, ever imagined for myself.